A wristband was presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa in view of World Stroke Day today.
President of the Sri Lanka National Stroke Association, Dr. Padma S. Gunaratne, presented the wristband to President Mahinda Rajapaksa at Temple Trees today. The intention of the program is to promote fraternity among stroke sufferers across the world and create public awareness about the condition. A book on strokes, authored by the President of the Sri Lanka National Stroke Association, Dr. Padma S. Gunaratne, was also presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa.
Speaking at a media briefing convened today, UNP parliamentarian Karu Jayasuriya appealed to parliamentarians in the government not to allow a breakdown in democracy.
Today the legislature is almost completely under the executive. When the legislature is being conducted by the executive, the duty of protecting democracy falls to the judiciary. In the recent past, there has been severe political interference in the judiciary. We are not friendly with the Chief Justice Shirani Bandaranayake or Manjula Tilakaratne on a personal level, but we have a responsibility to protect democracy and the independence and supremacy of the judiciary. As public representatives, we must do this for democracy and the next generation. In the past 48 to 72 hours, we received information that signatures were obtained in Parliament for a no-confidence motion against the Chief Justice. We can say this with certainty. According to Clause 107 in the Constitution, such a motion can be put forward only if there is any inability or indiscipline on the part of the person. So we cannot see any such cause. We are also astounded by this behavior by a responsible government. We are disappointed. We wish to pass away and be buried in a democratic country, not a dictatorship. Therefore, we respectfully appeal to all parliamentarians in the government, in the name of democracy, do not allow for this breakdown.
But what will the people gain from the Divi Nagama bill? Deputy Minister of Economic Development Lakshman Yapa Abeyewardene provided an explanation to News First.
ග්‍රාමීය ජනතාවගේ ආර්ථිකය ශක්තිමත් කර ගැනීමට ඔවුන්ගේ නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගැනීමේ
Centers will be established by the products of the villagers in order to strengthen their economy. Distribution centers will be established. Facilities will be provided to transport their produce to urban areas. Interest-free seed capital will be provided through community banks. They can obtain these loans by providing two guarantors. The main aim of this initiative is to implement a program to develop the rural areas and strengthen the village economy.
ආර්ථිකය ශක්තිමත් කිරීමේ වැඩපිළිවෙළ ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීම තමයි මේ වැඩපිළිවෙලේ ප්‍රධාන පරමාර්ථය.
Former Deputy Minister Vincent Dye states that never in the history of the UNP has a party convention been held with preconditions for participation. Now he points out that Ranil Wickremesinghe's intention through the imposition of such conditions is to ensure that only a pliable group will attend the convention.
Former Deputy Minister Vincent Dye points out that there is an exchange going on between party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe and the government with regard to the party convention that is to be held on the 1st of December. We have got to know through a reliable source that there is an exchange going on between the leadership of our party and certain powerful persons in the government with regard to our constitution. This talk of providing first aid is very dangerous. This is a time when the party faithful must be concerned about this. Do these people wish to turn this convention into a bloody river by beating those who would speak out against the proposal in the agenda to extend the tenure of the leader by 6 years? Are they expecting the support of the government for this? Sometimes there may be about 2,000 or 3,000 people dressed in civvies who could be connected to some powerful person in the government. This is very unfortunate. The way I see it, it appears that only our leader and the leader of this government know where this convention will be held.
Nevertheless,
at a media briefing convened recently, UNP General Secretary Tessa Attanayake said that a system would be followed in inviting members to the party convention this year. There is a system approved by the working committee to be followed with regard to the participation of members at the convention. What are these conditions? These conditions are part of the agenda of Ranil Wickremesinghe and Tessa Attanayake. At a time when the party has been defeated for a 29th time and the party and leadership have been rejected, plans are afoot to ensure that only Ranil loyalists will attend the convention. We have not seen or heard of anything like this in the history of our party.
අපේ ඉතිහාස පක්ෂයේ ඉතිහාසයේ මෙහෙම දෙයක් නම් අපි කිසිම දවසක දැකලා නැහැ මිත්‍රවරුනි. මෙහෙම දෙයක් නම් දැකලා නැහැ.
Today is Vap Full Moon Poe Day, which marks the offering of Katina Chivara Puja, an offering that takes place once every year. Katina Chivara Puja is noble meritorious deed which is considered the most sacred act a Buddhist can perform.
The Sasana notes that it was on a Vap Full Moon Poe Day that Lord Buddha visited Sankasapura in Dambadiva after observing Vas for 3 months in Tavatissa. Buddhist history shows that it was at this time that Lord Buddha performed the Yama Mahapelahara. Furthermore, it was on a Vap Full Moon Poe Day that Sariputta was offered the honour of being chosen the most knowledgeable, and the future Buddha Maitri Bodhisattva entered the order.
ලංකාවට මිහිඳු මහරහතන් වහන්සේ වැඩම කරලා
It was on a Vap Full Moon Poe Day that Arahat Mahinda Thera visited the island, and a Sri Lankan delegation was sent to Dambadiva to accompany Sangamita Theri to the island in order to establish the Bhikkhuni Sasana in the island. A special sermon on discipline was also held under the patronage of Arita Marahat Thera.
හැටියට ලංකාවේ විනය සංගායනාවක් පැවැත්වුවා අරිට මහරහතන් වහන්සේගේ ප්‍රධානත්වයෙන් යුක්ත.
Moving on to more local news, the Mahanayaka of the Malwatu sect of the Siam Nikaya, the most venerable Tibbatuawe Sri Sumangala Thera, emphasized on the need to abolish the executive presidency. The Mahanayaka Thera brought this subject up when Minister Vimal Weerawansa visited him today.
Minister Vimal Weerawansa visited the chief incumbent of the Malwatu chapter in order to explain about the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. Visiting the chief incumbent of the Siam sect of the Asgivi chapter, the minister further elaborated on the matter.
A special meeting of TNA parliamentarians from the Batticaloa district was held in Karavanchakudi yesterday.
This meeting was held to discuss the holding of the 100th birthday celebrations of former parliamentarian, the late S.M. Rasamanikam in Batticaloa. The President has now received an advisor from our region. He has told the media that he does not approve of the removal of the powers granted to the provincial councils through the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. If that is the case, then we expect that he will resign from his position as presidential advisor. I believe that we will not lose the 13th Amendment as he sees it. We must receive the right to self-determination in a united North and East through a devolution of power which goes beyond the 13th Amendment. I must openly state that our stance is that the Tamil National Alliance too has not accepted the 13th Amendment. We never asked for something like that. We are asking that the Tamil people be given the right to live in a united motherland in the North and East with the right to self-determination. Not that we should receive this through the 13th Amendment. Even if we receive this through a 19th Amendment, it would be fine.